Hey guys, today we have a very special reaction. It's actually from one of you, the subscribers. Premier Bros, he's one of the most active commenters we have on the channel. And this is a short film he directed. It's called Mithya, Beyond Delusion. Looks like he's describing it as a Malayalam thriller. But let's do it. Let's just get into it.
Let's just watch it.
By the way, we're going to leave the link for the film in the description if you guys want to check it out on your own. You should support your fellow filmmakers and fans.
I want to comment on like extended credit intros.
Yeah. See, this right now, for me anyways,
I would have turned it off.
Yeah,
it takes too long.
You want to just
but
jump.
Let's save it. Save it for the end.
We're gonna try our best not to talk over this. So I swear to God, if you file a copyright claim, all right.
Cheers. Cheers.
So even on short films, they have to put them later.
ഇവൻ ഇതെവിടെ പോയി കിടക്കുക? രാഹുലേ, കോപ്പേ, അനക്ക് സാധനം വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ വന്നിട്ടോ. അവസാനം സാധനം തീർന്നു പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല.
അല്ലെങ്കിലും ചില ഊളകൾ അങ്ങനെ രണ്ട് പെഗ് കയറിയ പിന്നെ ഏതെങ്കിലും പെണ്ണുങ്ങളോട് ഉള്ള സമാധാനം കിട്ടിയില്ല.
അങ്ങനെ കണ്ണ് കണ്ട് പെണ്ണൊന്നല്ലടേ, ദിവ്യ പ്രേമല്ലേ.
ദിവ്യ പ്രേമോ?
ആ,
അല്ലാതെ നിന്നെ പോലെ കട്ടിലിൻ്റെ അടിയിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടിയായിട്ടല്ല നീ. അത് പിന്നെ മതി മതി അടിക്ക്.
എന്നാ ശരി, ഞാൻ പിന്നെ വിളിക്കാം. സാധനം തീർത്തോളാം തെണ്ടികളെ.
ആ, ദിവ്യ കാമുകൻ എത്തിയല്ലോ. ഇതാ മോന്ത്. ആ, അടിപൊളി. സാറ് കാലുത്തിയപ്പോഴേ കറണ്ട് പോയി കിട്ടി.
ഒന്ന് പോടാ
ചെയ്തേ, ഫ്ലാഷ് ഓണാക്കടാ.
ഫോൺ ചത്തടേ.
എന്നാ പിന്നെ മെഴുതിരിടുത്തോടാ.
പിന്നെ അവനാന സാധനം അവനാ നോക്കുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ ദാസന്റെ വയറ്റിലെത്തും.
ആ, എന്നാ പിന്നെ അത് അവൻ്റെ അവസാനത്ത് കൂടിയായിരിക്കും.
അയ്യോ, എന്നാ ഞാൻ മെയ്തിലുണ്ട് ചേട്ടാ.
നല്ല ഇരുട്ട്. ഈ സമയത്ത് ആ പ്രേതങ്ങൾ ഇറങ്ങി നടക്കുക. നിർത്തണമായി മനുഷ്യനെ പേടിപ്പിക്കാൻ.
നീ അതിന് നിരീശ്വരവാദിയല്ലേ?
നിരീശ്വരവാദിയൊക്കെ തന്നെ, പക്ഷെ പ്രേതത്തിന് ഭയങ്കര പേടി.
മോനെ, അധികം ചിരിയൊന്നും വേണ്ട. ഇതിലൊക്കെ അല്പം സത്യമുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ ചെറുപ്പത്തിലൊരു അനുഭവം ഞാനൊരിക്കലും മറക്കില്ല.
എടാ, തീപ്പെട്ടി എവിടെ? മെഴുകുതിരിതാ.
ഡാ ഋഷി, നിന്റെ അനുഭവം പറ. അത് വേണോ? അത്രക്ക് പേടിയാണ്, നീ ഇറങ്ങി പോടാ. നീ പറയടാ മുത്തേ.
പണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വീടിൻ്റെ അടുത്തൊരു ചേച്ചി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അപർണേച്ചി. എനിക്ക് ചേച്ചി ഒരുപാട് ഇഷ്ടമായിരുന്നു. സ്കൂൾ വിട്ട് വന്നാൽ ബാഗ് എടുത്ത് അങ്ങോട്ട് ഒറ്റ ഓട്ടാ. ചേച്ചി ഒരുപാട് പാട്ട് പാടിത്തരും, ഒരുപാട് കഥകൾ പറഞ്ഞു തരും. വൈകും വരെ അവിടെ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കും. ചേച്ചി എന്നെ ബോബി എന്നായിരുന്നു വിളിച്ചിരുന്നത്. ചേച്ചി മാത്രമേ അങ്ങനെ വിളിച്ചിരുന്നുള്ളൂ. ഒരു ദിവസം ഞാൻ എഴുന്നേൽക്കുന്നത് ചേച്ചി ആത്മഹത്യ എന്നുള്ള വാർത്തയായിട്ടാണ്. ചേച്ചിയുടെ വീടിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ തൂങ്ങിയാടുന്ന ചേച്ചിയുടെ അനക്കമില്ലാത്ത ശരീരം ഇപ്പോഴും എൻ്റെ കൺമുന്നിലുണ്ട്. സുന്ദരിയായിരുന്ന എൻ്റെ ചേച്ചിയുടെ കണ്ണും നാവും എല്ലാം പുറത്തു ചാടി സ്വന്തം നഖം കൊണ്ട് ദേഹമെല്ലാം മുറിവേൽപ്പിച്ച് അന്ന് രാത്രി ഞാൻ ഉറങ്ങുമായിരുന്നു.
ബോബി, ബോബി,
ബോബി
ഋഷി, ഇതൊക്കെ സത്യമാണ്. എനിക്ക് വിശ്വാസമുണ്ട്. ഈ പുനർജന്മം എന്ന് പറയുന്നതൊക്കെ ഉള്ളതാണോ?
ഉണ്ടെന്നും പറയുന്നുണ്ട്, ഇല്ലാന്നും പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. ആർക്കറിയാം?
ഒരിക്കൽ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ കൂട്ടുകാരനൊത്ത് ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് പോയി. അതിനു മുമ്പ് ഞാനവിടെ പോയിട്ടേ ഇല്ല. പക്ഷേ അവിടെയുള്ള സ്ഥലങ്ങളും വഴികളും എല്ലാം എവിടെയോ കണ്ടതുപോലെ.
ദേജാവു.
ദേജാവോ?
അതെ, ഭാവിയിൽ സംഭവിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളെ നമ്മൾ സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ കാണും അത്രേ. അതാണ് ദേജാവു. ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. ഇതെൻ്റെ അമ്മാവൻ്റെ ഡയറിയാണ്. അങ്ങേർക്ക് ഈ വക കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. അങ്ങേര് പഠിച്ചു തുറന്നതൊക്കെ ഇതിലുണ്ട്.
അമ്മാവൻ്റെ ഡയറി ഇന്ത്യയിൽ.
അമ്മാവൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം ഒരു ആക്സിഡൻറ്റിൽ മരിച്ചു. അങ്ങേര് 24 മണിക്കൂർ ഇതിൻ്റെ മുന്നിലായിരുന്നു. എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ എഴുതിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. ഒരു ദിവസം രാവിലെ എന്തൊക്കെയോ പിച്ചും പെയ്യും പറഞ്ഞ് വണ്ടി എടുത്തിറങ്ങിയതാണ്. അന്നാണ് അപകടം ഉണ്ടായത്.
എന്നിട്ട്
കഴിഞ്ഞ തവണ നാട്ടിൽ പോയപ്പോൾ ഇതെൻ്റെ കൈ കിട്ടി. എന്തോ ഒരു ക്യൂരിയോസിറ്റിയിൽ ഞാൻ ഇതിങ്ങെടുത്തു.
മതി അവൻ്റെ ഒരു തേജാവു. പോയി കിടന്ന് ഉറങ്ങാൻ നോക്കടാ.
ഒപ്പില്ലേ?
എന്നാലേ സംഗതി നമുക്ക് പിരിച്ചിടാം.
ഓക്കെ. അയ്യോ.
ചേട്ടാ, പാലവിടെ വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ചേട്ടാ, നാളെ മുതൽ പാല് കമ്മിയാവുന്ന അമ്മമ്മ പറയാൻ പറഞ്ഞു.
നിന്റെ ഈ പെന്നെ ഞാൻ എടുക്കാണ്. ഡാ, അതൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് ഒരാൾ ഗിഫ്റ്റ് തന്നാ.
അഖില ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞേക്കടാ, നല്ല രാത്രി പറഞ്ഞേക്കടാ. വേണ്ടാ
മാറിക്ക്.
എന്താ ഋഷി? ഋഷി ഞാൻ അറിയാതെ
ചേട്ടാ പാൽ അവിടെ വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
ചേട്ടാ നാളെ മുതൽ പാല് കമ്മിയാവുന്ന അമ്മമ്മ പറയാൻ പറഞ്ഞു.
Okay.
So constructive criticism. The film started off. I want to say let's look and see how many credits you had at the beginning. And this is.
Oh yeah, let's start with that. So because that's what we were talking about, and
this is purely from our Western opinion.
Yeah, 100%. And because this our films used to do this. American films used to do this until the 70s, where they actually moved the credits to the end of the movie. But we've noticed in every single Indian movie we watch, it starts with like 3 minutes of like thank yous and title cards and special, et cetera, which is what this film does. And so when we see it, we're like, okay, that's a minute of time that could have been put towards the end because we want to jump right into the story.
And having credits over like
you have right now,
that's
like we're watching.
That's okay. Like around minute 15.
That's completely fine because we're getting visual information, we're learning about the movie, but we're also getting the credit information.
But just having straight like title cards.
And I think that's a cultural thing because we've seen every Indian movie we watched so far has had that. So like that's not really a critique or anything like that. It's just something where I was going to ask at the beginning: is that 100% commonplace, or is it just like happenstance that every movie we've seen so far does this, and that's why this movie's doing it? But it's not really a critique.
Lighting. So lighting-wise, we start off. We're in this room. I thought they were outside. I didn't know what time of day it was. I know we have the soundtrack of the rain falling, so we know it's raining. But I wasn't completely sure. I thought it was like some friends just hanging out in a courtyard, like or the patio or something. Because the bedroom itself is like completely white. There's no like decorations on the wall. And this like I don't know what people's bedrooms look like in this part of the country. But and the guy walks in, it's like he just walked in off the street. But what room is he in? Is this a bedroom?
Right, and that's just the house layouts that are different from here.
Yeah. But then the power goes out.
That confused me because I didn't realize that the power went out. I mean, I understood that there was something happened, but I didn't know it was that moment. A sound effect would have helped sell that.
And then it's just complete darkness. Like you can still have light, but maybe just like shadows more than anything. Just a faint light so that we can kind of see the silhouettes.
Moonlight.
Yeah, so we can see the silhouettes of people because when it's just completely black like that, it's just kind of.
And then, mind you, like Gian said, it's all constructive criticism.
Yeah.
We had to go through years of this at USC where we would make our own movies, and we're going to show them one day. We're going to throw that on here. We're going to have a reaction because I haven't seen my short films in years, and we've grown so much. But we had to go through this whole thing, and one of the things that we learned was...
I like the way you used the candlelight, though. That was great.
That was cool, 100%. But one of the things we learned about constructive criticism is it's very easy to dole it out, but it's not easy to take it in.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we learned was write everything down, and if it applies, cool, use it for your next film, and if it doesn't, disregard it, but always be open, because what we might say might be completely wrong, but something about X, Y, or Z moment triggered us to have a reaction. Like, for example, I was completely thrown off when people started stabbing each other, like, coincidentally. But when it was revealed that it was just in his mind, and it was like goes with that deja vu thing, the supernatural. I'm like, okay. So
this other part. So that's jumping ahead, but after the dark sequence, we see that they light the candle, and then the main guy, the protagonist, goes right into a story about some lady that killed herself down the street, and I think there needed to be a little lead into that. It just seems like some friends hanging out, drinking, and then all of a sudden, like, the light goes out and he decides to talk about...
To make it creepy.
Yeah,
But at the same time, that's a common horror trope, I feel.
Right.
to do that. But I don't know if that story necessarily tied into the overall thing. That was my thing.
Yeah.
Like I felt like a lot of things not necessarily could have been cut out, but definitely condensed. Like when he goes over to find the book, his uncle's diary, like the fact that you were showing each shelf, like I thought you were building to a reveal of some
Right.
like something. Like I felt uncomfortable. So you nailed that moment. However, the payoff of him just finding the book, and that really didn't lead to anything, was a little bit of a disappointment to me personally, because you nailed like the setup, because you understand clearly like that's a horror thing where you're going to stay on a one shot for an extended period of time, and it's an innocent bookshelf. You know, he could have turned around and saw something, or I don't know what you wanted to do in that moment. But the flashback worked. I felt like with the little kid was probably the best part of the movie for me, like just in terms of visuals. I really liked the cinematography.
It looks great. It's a beautiful shot. The way it's lit.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Let's see. Color grading, I'm not a big fan of like over stylized color grading for unnecessary purposes. Like for example, like this whole movie I felt like should have been natural looking. But then again, it's all taste. But
that's all subjective. That's
just me 100%.
That's a taste thing.
But I think overall, my biggest gripe, and it's not just with this short film, it's with any short films, and it's a common mistake. I've done it. I'm sure Gion's done it. We nailed the first 2 acts of a short, but then we cut off the movie right when it's actually getting started. So like, for example, this movie, we're left on a cliffhanger with the book, right? But if this were any other movie, that would be the start of a story, right? And I understand this is a short film, et cetera, but I feel like a lot of filmmakers who make short films care a lot about that reveal, the twist, whatever, that very last moment where you can leave like a cliffhanger with them. And it works okay, but it would also be very good as a launching point into that third act where you can combat this or like some...
And I think it goes to what one of our instructors at school used to say, and it was like, you have the sauce, but you don't have the meat. So like we focus on all the little details and stuff, and we kind of forget about like the most important ingredient in the film. Which it happens a lot.
It's so common.
It's so, yeah.
Which is why
just be mindful of that. Like to make sure you know exactly what points you're going to. You have a beginning, middle, and an end.
An actual end with the character. Because like I said, the moment works at the end with the reveal of the book and the whole, like you planned the idea of deja vu, et cetera, that worked. But now that we're left with this information, what do you want us to think? Do you want, like, I want to know, is what's going to happen in his mind, is that actually going to happen? Or does it not happen? Or maybe it happens in a different way? My point is, you left us in a moment where I felt like the story was not done.
And I think you could have started the deja vu thing a little earlier. You could have had him walk in and come up with a reason why he wanted to bring up the story of the lady, 1, and 2, to bring up the deja vu sequence. And it could have been, he just came up off the street. So him coming from the street into the house gives you so many openings to start with that, and from there you can jump forward and then really nail what you're trying to convey.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad. And I'm curious to know, like, how many films have you done previously? Was this first, second, third, fourth? Where is this in your filmography? How old is it? How old is this?
I think it's new.
New?
Yeah.
So, and then how long did it take? We're curious to know.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, because I know that this is your film specifically. So, like, please definitely let us know, like, how long did it take you to make it? Was this a weekend project?
And
was
then
it like a 40-hour?
And in the description, it says the Malayalam thriller. So, we haven't watched any Malayalam thrillers. So this might be this might be the style, and like these things happen in those, and because we've never watched it, we didn't get it. So let us know if that's the case as well. But
I really did like your stylized shots that I could tell that you thought out. Like, for example, the milk, use that long telephoto lens to get the milk in focus, and then everyone else was out of focus, but you just focused on the milk going down. Like, that's a great shot. However, it didn't really add anything other than bringing attention to the milk, but the milk didn't end up playing off other than like through dialogue. But like,
Unless that was supposed to be a distraction.
And it could have been a
But
misdirect. Yeah,
we
who
didn't
knows?
get to it. We didn't get to that where the misdirect led.
But the idea, my point is,
And something happened when they accidentally stabbed each other because there was points of aggression. Like, you know, it wasn't just, oh, he just fell into it. Like, I think one time he fell, but the guy stabbed him. It felt like to me like he really meant to stab him in the neck. You know, like something took over him for a moment.
he was going to take that pen.
Yeah, and then he snapped out of it. You know.
So again, let us know in the comments,
Yep.
like what was your intention or whatever, and
for the rest of you viewers, make sure to check it out and give your own opinions on it. You know.
yeah, please,
I
definitely.
think we like seeing discussions.
We're probably going to make the video bigger for this one. That
Yeah.
way you can actually watch it, and we'll try to put the American subs on. That's not your fault.
English subs.
The English subs, excuse me, but the subs were a little fast at sometimes, so like I also had to play catch up. But that's not your like we get it.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Smash that like, ring that bell, leave comments, let us know what you think, and check out some of our other reaction videos we have over here. We'll see you next time.
That was fucking long. I didn't know how hard.